Welcome into the stream, everybody. How we doing today? Happy gosh darn Tuesday. The day where Sean finally stopped getting distracted with tangents. Yes, I definitely believe those words. How is everybody doing today? I'm waiting for it in the background. Maybe Caitlin believes in me. That's fair, but how is everybody doing today? Book, my friend, how are you? Pepperman, it is good to see you. How you been, my guy? What's your fun fact, my friend? But yes, we are here to play some Ace Attorney. And as you all know, we have to finish this case before the end of the month. And I know... No way, it's the Durgent Serp. Average, my dude. What is good? How you doing? How you feeling today, man? I'm sorry you got a fever. But yes, we have this stream and next Tuesday's stream to finish this case. Or else I have to get Caitlin a purse. We have the end of day 3 in trial. We just called, let's see here. Not that sorry, to be honest. I'm on the beach today anyways, because personally, you know what? That's fair, my guy. That is so very fair. We don't need to talk about the fact that I already admitted it. It's fine. Just because I ordered it doesn't mean it's not going on. I'll put the family friendly on when we get to that screen. Gee. Let's see here. I even ate some sherbet on the way home. There you go, my guy. Well, good for you. I'm glad. But yeah, so we just called, what's his name? The friggin' cowboy dude, up to the stand to potentially finger him as the actual murderer.
Babe, you better not be fingering any strangers.
Kid with you, you're so cute. So we have that. We have 1 day of investigating and 1 more day of trial that we have to get through in the next 4 hours of gameplay. Gameplay in quotation marks. Sean, I blame the start of your stream for ruining the nail polish I am applying. I'm so sorry, Book. I'm so sorry. It can be recovered. You got this. And we're gonna see if my capture card is actually behaving. Because fun fact, it decided to yeet itself off my desk earlier.
It tried to commit suicide because it knew that this is a hopeless endeavor you have undertaken.
Rude. It was literally hanging in a bunch of cords off the back of my desk. The outside casing completely fallen off, and it was working totally fine because apparently that's what it needs to function, rather than, you know, simply sitting on a desk doing nothing. So there's a really funny story I need to share. Your dad and I went on a boat trip around the coast a few days ago, and we brought along the son of one of his friends. During the trip, we discovered that he's playing Ace Attorney too. Yo! He even played Justice for All in Spanish to prep for his Spanish B1s. Dang. Good for them. That's dope, my guy. But also, as always, if you like the music you're hearing in the background, do yourself a favor. Go check out Josh, aka Reset Vibes. Man, makes some absolutely amazing music. You are not going to regret it. But, as the song comes to an end here, my capture card is behaving itself. And today is the day. Venom! Venom, my friend, how are you doing? It is good to see you. How's your day going? Also, I feel like I'm small. Go ahead and just adjust this back up a little bit. But yes, we're in the latter part of the trial. It's just about to start. We're right there. We are so close. I can do this. What you mean your capture card is behaving? I see no game. That's rude, book. Oh wait, I need to turn the family-friendly timer on. Excuse me. I need to adjust it down to the Ace Attorney spot too, because I've got to actually be able to see the family-friendly timer. Bam. Let's see here. No, not more. Literally just got started. You know what? And see, for motivation, I have the blue badger sitting right in front of my left monitor because I don't need it. He's just sitting there, staring at me. What's average? You weren't here yesterday, so you didn't get to see. Also, my green screen is apparently picking up the blue, but we have the blue badger. Motivation to do this today. This is all we need.
You're very extra.
Second busy, let's get going back to school and parents needing to swap out care. Oh no, I am so sorry. Yeah, no, dude, okay, average, it's so amazing. It's so dope. So it's unfit here. I will type in the web, or that's the name of the place. It's the website. It's official merch and everything. It's amazing. It was like $32 US. I'm pretty sure they ship internationally. Words. It's so soft too. I love him. But yeah, no, in the US, there's some states where it starts really early. Like, I grew up in a place where it was usually after Labor Day. It was the Monday after Labor Day that school would start up. Here in Texas, the schools were starting on like the 8th of August, which is absolutely bonkers. I feel so bad for these kids. That's like no summer. Would you like the blue badger for Snugs? Is that a yes? Maybe. I love when you decide to message rather than actually just saying words. I must go give the blue badger to Caitlin. And then we video game. Because like I said, we're doing this. We're winning. I shall survive the bet. What is this? Oh, you want me? You want the bet? Oh, snap! I have my judge's hammer now. I'm ready. Alright, let's see here. Attending school while it's 1:10 out, no thank you indeed. This is university, we normally start the first day of September, but apparently not here. That's weird, and that's a skill issue. Gosh dang it. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lorna Sky. Let's hear, at least you get more vacation days throughout the school year? Nope. Nope, not at all. At least not here. Emma didn't come back. Let's hear. I definitely believe you. No doubts here. That is definitely not why I am ending this comment with a bunch of X's. Rude. Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime. Bring him in. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Come on, put the whiskey down. Me, partner. I'm just a wandering man, same as you. Wandering the trials of civilization. Occasionally Only helping the elderly cross intersections when needed. Yes, we get it. Oh, I know. You're a patrolman. As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind call it out. I hate this man more. I have returned my son. Father? Ethan, my man, what is good? How you doing today, dude? How's your Tuesday?
You didn't tell Ethan, what was it?
What was it?
We had solicited his lawyer stuff. But I can't remember about
I can't remember either. We're gonna remember eventually.
Dean Gibbs.
I don't remember. I have a terrible memory though. That's my fault.
Related to my work bullshit.
Probably. You finally found the milk, Daddy.
I remember.
What's up?
It's the stuff about my car.
Oh yeah. It's all joking. To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor. Howling wind. Never heard Edgeworth described that way before. It's your witness, you can't drink alcohol in court. But partner, this ain't whiskey, it's even better. What is it? Oh god. Clussy bathwater. Give me that flask right now. I need to put it in the court record. You had to bring up the Clussy. Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day the crime took place. Is this correct? According to the papers, partner. What do you mean? Okay. I will educate you. It should be a very quick Google search, and I played the actual case, and it's not that good, TBH. Why am I not surprised? Alright. Oh no, one of those looks not safe for work. We're just gonna, this is gonna be on my desktop, well, in my random PNGs folder, so this would be the Clussy. For anyone who wanted to know, where's my, why do I no longer have a shortcut to my random PNGs folder?
I feel like the bigger question though is.
Oh god, it's over the entire screen! Ah! That's the Clussy. It's too much.
What the fuck?
It's a clown from one of the other Ace Attorney games.
Okay, but also, the bigger question here, babe, is why so many people in Ace Attorney games are allowed to have weapons in court.
That's honestly a fair question. The court system in this universe is... Do they not have metal detectors?
This man is literally just holding a knife up next to his throat.
He's literally shaving with a blade. Desperado's soul is manless as the desert sands. No paper can sum it up. Maybe it's best we get on with this quickly. Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime. In plain old English. Alright, what you got, my man? What you got so I can immediately poke a hole in it?
I'll poke a hole in you.
What does that mean?
Don't worry about it.
My job is to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard. Can't seem to remember it's Japanifornia. It's been sure crazy. But hey, at least here the defense gets to do all of the work because Gumshoe won't even lift a single finger. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Nope, can't fix my polish. Or I fix the polish, my thumb must now have a hole because I ain't removing everything and reapplying. I'm so sorry, book. There's no new bet. Caitlin was getting the purse anyway. It was essentially either I finish it before the end of the month and Caitlin gets a purse, or I don't finish and Caitlin gets a purse. But I'm still gonna win the bet.
Either way, Caitlin gets a purse.
Exactly. Exactly. How you doing, Ruby? They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyways. If I remember right, I was at the street side saloon at the time I went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail. Okay. I can't say I particularly care for your attitude. Honestly, same, Judge. We're on the same page for once. Can't say you care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining. Okay. Wow.
Rude.
Rude, Marshall. Ruby, I think we both agree who is winning that bet, and Sean knows it too. Exactly. Okay, my name was just... Let's see here. Drop by to give you some groceries. Hey! And a hug, very much needed hug. I'm glad they dropped by for the hug as well. That is so awesome that your neighbors are that great, Ruby. Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems? I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon every cowpoke like you knows about those. Gosh dang it, book. Push it up with your goofy. The good, the bad, and the ugly looking ass. You don't even sound a 16th from the Wild West. Exactly. Marshall my bunghole. Why did I say that?
Because you have been spending too much time on the internet.
Censored Sean gets into some weird places. That's fair, Ruby. Yes, well, about the fingerprint-activated locks on the evidence lockers? Fingerprint-activated locks. What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those? He's not being very helpful. He's not that good with machines or with following orders. Does he even sound Mexican enough to be a cowboy? Speaking of bumholes, you had to take your fever medicine. Oh, F's in the chat for average. I'm so sorry, my dude. I'm so sorry. Everyone's got their weaknesses. Now, don't they, Mr. Prosecutor? This one seems like trouble. Okay, Mr. Wright, he's all yours. Not gonna lie, I kinda liked it. You know what? Fair enough, man. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see here. Okay, we're gonna press on everything. How exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room? I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera monitor. That room's so still, even the time dies in there. I was just a caretaker who entered the recordings. That was a weird way of saying that. You entered them? Videos and nothing are that useful. When the time would come, I'd erase the tape. Maybe pegging isn't as bad as I previously thought. Average. What kind of fever meds did they give you? Did you just insert a certain amount and it sucks the rest of the weight? Oh god. If nothing unusual is recorded, tapes are to be erased every 6 hours. Each time I'd erase a tape, it felt like I was erasing a part of my life. Just remember, it's gonna be way bigger than that suppository. This guy has a flair for the dramatic, but it isn't gonna do him any good. So, in actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room? Okay. But you made your rounds on the day of the crime, right? Ain't you a word I said, partner? Or ain't you heard words? So yeah, you just put like 70% and then clench your cheeks and it pops right in. Well, I just read that. Told you that ain't my style. Go big or go home, I can't. I'm afraid I don't understand. Not everyone is using the biggest dragon money can buy, Ruby. Took y'all less than 20 minutes. No desperado on no list rules get in his way. No desperado I know joins the police force. So, Officer Marshall, on the day of the crime, just between you and me, didn't set foot in the evidence room that day. There was a rubber glove stuck in the victim's locker. Do you know anything about that? Sorry, partner. Can't say I do.
Family-friendly motherfucker.
I know. I'm actually doing the game. I am dialoguing and playing video game, Average. I got this. Am I hallucinating? I'm sorry. I don't wanna break it to you now, Average, but this is all a dream. It's just a combination of a fever dream and the meds. In reality, real life Sean is just simply not shutting up about food, probably. Or if Jimmy were here, just how many times Sean has to say no to screwing his own clone because reasons. Sorry, partner. Can't say I do. I haven't been in that crypt in weeks. How does this guy avoid being fired? I'm with you on this one, Nick. Yeah, but this is just some fever hallucination, probably. I don't even own a bad dragon yet. Too broke. can't with you, Ruby. Now I just remember how often lunch dildos are called dragon something. What is happening? You used to be a detective, so you've used the evidence room in the past, correct? Of course, back in the day, my locker was a gold mine of evidence. What's up, love? And yet you didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism? Sorry, partner. I ain't good with machines. Couldn't even tell your hair was backwards. You're hungry? What would you like me to get you, love? You know, you could actually, like, say words. It's okay if you just want to type in chat. That's okay. For that weirdest hallucination, though, like once he saw a train riding on the closet in front of his bed. Another time he was at a soccer game that ended 5-5. What? Would you like me to bring you some cheese and crackers? I love you. You're so cute. Well, if you think of something and I can get it, let me know. I guess it would. Well, oh no. I'm in a video game, and that's. Wait, you're a furry cool. I love you guys. Gosh dang it. That's quite incredible. The sensor on the locker handles cannot be seen. It's well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence. Now that he mentions it, Gumshoe said something like that too. Don't worry about it, or beef, street food that has cheese, but I will if you need. I got you, love. That is unrealistic, since when have soccer teams been able to score more than 3 goals in 90 minutes? I mean, you're not wrong, book. It's quite incredible. Me with my suppository 20 minutes ago. I can't. At any rate, it doesn't seem that this is relevant to the crime. Can you tell us what you were doing when the crime took place? Okay. Let's press on this. What were you doing in a place like that? I was eating spaghetti. Not even Angel's steak lunches can beat the parlor's Von Gola seat spaghetti or pasta. Excuse me. Do you mean to tell us? A match between 2 random teams from Madagascar ended 169-15. What? I vote on a pause to get Caitlin food. All in agreement say aye. Average also saying aye. Food good. Food is good. What would you like for food, love? Okay, well, chat, we're gonna have to figure this out. Before we get to the bottom of who the actual murderer is, it's probably, honestly, the man. Not the judge, but the other man. We gotta get to the bottom of the question of what Caitlin should have for a snack. We has cheese. We has nuggies. We don't have folded pizza, book! So I would just like to remind everyone again that folded pizza is no longer the king/queen/ruler. Unfolded for life. Okay, I stand agree. It was 149-0. Dang. Would you like us to do pizza for dinner, love? Beep. First of all, I saw that folded nuggies book. Okay, we will do pizza for dinner. What about pizza eaten from the inside and leaving the crust? Do you have that? Wait. Are you talking about not cutting a pizza, having a whole pizza, somehow in a way, eating from the inside out and leaving entire crust? Is that what you're saying right now, Ruby? And Supreme approves of folded pizza. No, that's the thing. Meepus is on the side of folded pizza. Supreme, unfolded gang for life. Would you like your Stilton? Yes, that's exactly it. And let me tell you. I got you. Excuse me, chat. I have chat up on my phone, so I can still read things. You're just gonna get very loud and far away, Sean. Basically, one of the teams didn't like the Army Rookers. Did I just briefly hear it? I'm not gonna put it together. Oh wait, are we having a Caitlin takeover? Oh snap!
Hello. I have the blue badger with me, while Sean gets me a snack. I am not, and I will fight you. Yes.
He waves in agreement. Hello. I'm just here while Sean gets me a snack, because even though I was not too lazy to get up, I was too lazy to get my own food.
But also, Ruby, don't do that. Don't. That's just gonna be the saddest pizza ever. Finally, the dome. Like, that was a bad trying to catch egg.
Just slice a pizza slice in a triangle directly in the middle with no cut touching the crust?
No! No!
How does that even work?
No, look.
I'm very confused.
Why would you say these crimes? Why would you do this to all of us? That could be the first step of no! Y'all are heathens.
I mean,
Y'all are absolute heathens and not the fun kind.
I just like to eat pizza.
Oh, you're not including this. We're mostly talking about I have brought you your cheese.
Thank you.
I has knife.
So guys, my knife says cheese on it. Ta-da! My mom got this for me when I went to college. Okay. Well, I have food and a blue badger, so bye!
You are so cute. Okay. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to video game. Alright. Back to where we were. You abandoned your police duties to eat some noodles. Not all desperados eat tacos, partner. That's not what I meant. I hope this has taught, or has at least taught you a lesson. What is your need? I need to game. Video game. So you probably told this before, but how did you two actually meet? You were all good, average. So, what kind of taco is he into? I can't do it. So we met on a dating app. We met on Bumble. A little over 2.5 years ago.
Actually, yeah.
Like,
Holy shit.
Not
days
quite
and
exactly.
3 days, it's our 2.5 years.
I was gonna say, we're like right at our 2.5 year. How the times have changed.
How the turntables.
Gosh dang it. But yeah, no, we met on a dating app. And she asked me to bring her pizza, and I was like, alright, sure, why not?
I still can't believe I asked you to bring me pizza and you fucking did it.
I am a woman of my word.
I genuinely remember you offering to buy me food, so I'm sorry that's not the way that happened.
That's okay. Yeah, no, I never offered. She was just like, hey, you want to buy me pizza? And I was like, I mean, sure, why not?
To be fair, I was very poor.
And to be fair, I appreciate someone who's forward. And a relationship truly blessed from the start. That is a fact. Our relationship started over pizza, the one true food. The one thing we can all agree upon. Sadly, Derp still doesn't understand the righteousness of folding. Kid. Where are we gonna get pizza from?
I don't know. Do we want to do at home? Do we want to do spruce up one that we buy somewhere, or do we want to just order it?
I feel like we should probably order since it's already so hot in the apartment. We can probably just go for the classic. It's been a minute since we've done Domino's. Let's see. Ruby, why you gotta bring that up? And then Sean slapped himself in the balls while having sex, and Caitlin told herself, yeah, that's my man. Do we need to tell the story for like the 5th time on the channel minimum?
Okay, short version of the story. We got down and dirty. I was on top. He went to smack my ass, and he hit himself instead. We went right back to it within like 3 minutes.
There we go. That's the true How I Met Your Mother moment. Can you imagine that? Like the forms you use to cut out things like cookies, but pizza. No. Why would you use a cookie cutter on Pizza Book?
Okay, but then you have pizza cookies, and that actually sounds kind of good.
Then you have what? No, so here's the thing.
It's a cookie.
Fair. So here's the thing. I think the last time that we told that story was on April Fool's Day, and we've had a lot of people join since then, Ruby, so not everybody necessarily knew. I get that a butt is made of 2 round things, but testicles are smaller. Do not understand perspective.
Actually, my ass is very big.
I have long arms, okay? I have long arms, and sometimes I underestimate how long they are. It was a mistake, but we didn't stop. I don't have cookie cutters, but you're giving the ideas book. Oh god, no. I don't like that, Ruby. That's strange. This is usually where Edgeworth says, but also, you know, insert joke of Sean saying, you don't know how large my testicles are. Am I a bad dad?
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about dad. I'm scared, Ruby. I don't think I will love it. Do you want to raise, or did you want to raise this year? Wait, what was that about? Okay. Let's press him on this last thing. Out of ammo, officer? I need some alcohol. Now I'm imagining it. It's okay. Just think of that one South Park episode where all the dudes for, that's right, it was to, what, get medicinal marijuana? They all microwaved their testicles until they were literally the size of those giant hippity hops. We're just gonna leave it at that. I deserve the addition of family-friendly time. That's fair. I'm never gonna be free, and not because I'm cursing, but because y'all just keep adding to it.
I saved it last stream because last stream just felt too emotional for it.
Rude. Out of ammo, Officer Marshall? That's right, partner. Or as you'd call it, evidence. Plan to pin me to this crime, then you better draw. Otherwise, you're just wasting my time. My steel horse is waiting to carry me back west into the sunset. You know, the story reminds me of some balls are gone. You know what? I'm already snipped, motherfucker. I don't need them. Take them. Take them away. I can't, Average. That was perfect. What'd you say, love?
There's too many things on this channel related to your balls and it's making me concerned.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. One thing seems clear, despite being responsible for guarding the evidence room. The witness doesn't appear to have seen anything. Texans don't take orders from anyone. Everyone knows that. That's just a bold-faced lie. Apparently your superiors don't. Okay, I have a trump card up my sleeve, so I'd best keep my cool. Before I use it, though, I'd better up Annie. Let's see, I place an image of my idea in the food court if people still don't understand. Oh, God. Alright. Let's see, where did the knife go and where did the flash come from? Don't worry about it, babe.
Oh, why?
Okay, first of all, Ruby, your food looks delicious. Second of all, Book, why would you do this? I have to save this. So I have like 3 different chicken nuggets in my random PNGs folder right now, and I don't remember why.
Because we've been talking about a lot of nuggies lately.
One of them's this one. And it just makes me happy.
I didn't have enough crackers
but this is
for
it.
my cheese.
I'm sorry. This is what Book is talking about. Rude and Dinah. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try not to mess this one up. Dinah Michijak? I'm so sorry if I screwed that one up. Thank you so very much for the follow. Welcome into the Derp Squad. I apologize for everything. That is not a PNG Nuggie. It's a fake PNG Nuggie. Fake PNG Nuggies are the bane of my existence. Alright. So, let's see here. If you're out of ammo, should we... I kind of want to present the evidence. Also, welcome to Tangential Tuesdays, new person. It gets interesting.
And this is with me telling them they don't need to distract you because I already got my purse.
That's fair. Okay, so... Oh wait, we should actually look at this a little bit. Perpetrator, Joe Dark, crime, serial murder, death sentence. Let's see here. What do we have? Wait. Neil Marshall? Is that a relative of... Is that worth on this guy? Yeah, is that a relative of Jake Marshall, maybe? And who is distracting people here? I do distract myself. Okay, I'm gonna have to try and remember that. Nope, that's the wrong one. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, ignore me. Let's reload to save because I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, maybe it's a different Marshall. I don't know. Okay, we do just outright... What Nick said there made me think that I maybe needed to wait to present it. Sean reads are perfectly normal, takes on food, and rants about it like the godless heathen he is. Meh! Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this? After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime. Why is this man shaving in the middle of the court? There's a time and place, honestly. But also, sir, that is an uneven shave job. Just get a razor and do it at home in front of a mirror. And yet you drag me down here. Explain yourself, partner. It's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the scene. Or to be exact, a handprint. And the time is court time and the place is the witness stand. Gosh dang it, book. Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crypt. I pay my respects. I just make my rounds about once a month. What? It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there. What about the blood? I only wish it were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood. That's right. Sipping on celebratory tea.
Why, Sean?
I don't know. Witness, what is the meaning of this? Your bloodstained fingerprints were at the scene of the crime. The blood was wiped away, however. A luminol test clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Marshall? Seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders. I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall? About the blood-stained fingerprints? Yes, very well. You may begin your testimony about your fingerprints. Found at the scene of the crime. Looking pretty sketchy, my guy. What do you got? Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the blood-stained handprint. What? The murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. What? The blood stain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. What? Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? See? I had nothing to do with it. How would you know that? The witness's explanation appears valid. There's room for doubt. Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. You're so cute, babe. This guy's hiding something. I can feel it. Now's my chance to prove it. Okay, so who's 777? That's the last that we haven't seen the ID for. Well, let's just press him on everything first. That's because you... How did you put it? Pay your respects once a month? Yeah, that's right. Then one more thing. That locker happens to be mine. What? What do you mean? I mean what I said. What? That's the locker I used when I was a detective. The locker I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams. I see. It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker. Apparently his fingerprint data was never removed from the locker's programming. He must have been using the fingerprint lock all this time without ever knowing it. Huh. Interesting. So then, what about the bloody handprint? It was mine. It's no mystery. Please explain. The locker's covered with my fingerprints. Just so happened. I don't trust that explanation. The chances of that happening are 1 in a million. On the contrary, one could argue just the opposite. The chance of that not happening are 1,000,000 to 1. Get one thing straight, partner. You ain't got no reward from me with a mere fingerprint. You wanna know why? What else, Jake? What scenes are completely unrelated? How? No. Unrelated. They're as different as night and day. Kinda like cereal and a cereal. One's got to do with breakfast, while the other's a type of murder.
He's right, although seemingly like they're totally different.
I don't see what homonyms have to do with this. I don't either, Nick. Okay. How do you know that? Yeah, no, how does he know that the murderer was wearing gloves? Maybe a loner, but still doing the job. To keep up on the reports. There was a blood stain at the scene, thought to be left by the murderer. That's right. It was found on Detective Gumshoe's locker. However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint. Oh yeah, I think we tried that too. Oh.
So that would mean the murderer, wearing gloves, happened to place their hand on top of Officer Marshall's fingerprint.
That's a 1-to-1 though.
That's the only logical conclusion.
Are you starting to get the picture, partner? The picture? The sale of blood in the desert is just for the... or it's just food for the buzzards. There's only one reality, and that's this. The security tape? So long as my trial isn't in there, you can't say otherwise. Or trail. Words!
This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, continue your testimony, Officer Marshall.
Too bad it wasn't me in that video. What do you mean by that? You want to tie this crime to me. Isn't that right, partner? If so, that video is the only direct evidence you have. But that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots.
Blind spots?
Places you can't see. The camera panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. If someone was familiar with the camera's position, they could leave the room without being caught on tape. Do you object yourself to talk, or the game makes you do it? It depends. That situation, the game did just straight up object. Sometimes it gives us the option. We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright.
Well, Mr. Wright, if you can show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall was present, please do so now.
Besides you have an annoying badger that's blocking half the screen. Rude! Okay, what's our evidence? What's our evidence? Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall. Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake.
Now then, let's have another look at the video. Show us the incriminating evidence.
Okay. Let's see, what are we gonna... It has to be something to do with him. It wasn't for the stupid badger! Which is not stupid, I like the badger. Wait a minute. Wait. Where's... That blood looks really, really similar to where it was on Lana's Sky, although I probably... If Blaster was not there, this would already be a solution. Exactly! We would have the answer if it wasn't for the Blue Badger. I like you, Blue Badger. But you're just in the way right now. Okay, I'm gonna take a risk. We're gonna present the blood. I think that's it. And looking like a double wide surprise. God dang! Jimmy, my dude. Jimmy, what is going on? How you doing, man? There, how's that for evidence? Please allow me to apologize for my colleague, Your Honor. He gets carried away sometimes.
Yes, well, this certainly isn't a first.
Will you forgive him too, Officer Marshall? He's not a bad man, just a bit disillusioned. Of course, I want to gun down unarmed boys. Oh, great. Now I worth this. No! Okay. I think I saved it right before. Okay. Same poop, new diaper. Hey, at least you got your Wi-Fi working yesterday. Let's go, man. How are you guys liking the new place? Bloodstained coat that you have no proof he ever wore. Interesting evidence. Yeah, that was not the brightest move on my part. I'm talking about the Wi-Fi, okay? Okay, so what do we have that could tie him? I did say Wi-Fi. You got problem with that, Jimmy? The knife. It's the knife. There, how's that for evidence? It has... But that's his knife! Literally the one in his hand. Okay. Okay. And... Man, Jimmy. Man. Okay. Let's try this one more time. I'm gonna save. Oh, but, oh, never mind. Okay. What is my evidence? I want to see if maybe a blood print shows up on that locker after the incident happens. I don't know if it actually goes back. The thing that dropped? Nah, sadly that's not it. No, there's nothing there. Wait. I think I just found it. I 100% found it. There's no way he's innocent. I'm going to prove it now. It's in literally the last frame. No, I didn't pause. Okay, excuse me. We're gonna have to do this. Well, you guys got to see it before it disappeared. Officer Gumshoe's locker. At least I think that's Gumshoe. That might have also been Officer Marshall's. When we come back to it, why is it that it magically has an item hanging out of it? Bring our attention back to the security camera. Is a mistake I'm afraid you'll soon forget, Officer Marshall. Or not soon forget. Ah, I can't read. Days are short in Texas. So are our tempers. Could you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less? Come on. Very well. That's the right answer. I did a thing. You can clearly be seen in this video. Exactly 8 words, partner. Not bad. The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. Yes! That locker with the white cloth sticking out, that was the witnesses, I believe. Now then, let's rewind the video a bit. I'm gonna just drink some satisfying tea. Pinky out for justice. Alright, speed it up, Nick. You gotta prove it right now. BAM!
Oh, the white cloth, it's gone. What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall?
When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Just ding it, Jimmy. Ding him in! Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away. Let's go.
Order! Order! It would seem... Hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man. So what if my locker was open? That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it. Actually, yes, it does. The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened a locker and stuck it in. It's not my fault he happened to choose mine. That's not how that works. Why's everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man? You're so dumb. This guy isn't just playing dumb. He really doesn't know. I hate to rain on your parade, but you're the only person who can open that particular locker. Oh yeah? Call your bluff. You say I opened that locker, now prove it. Fingerprint sensor.
Gosh dang. Yo, Ethan! Thank you so very much for the prime sub, my dude. 14 dang months. You are too kind, my man. I've been here too long. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you for the prime sub. Talked about this earlier today. The locker can only be opened by the detectives they belong to. What kind of crazy talk is this? Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something. I appreciate you, man. Y'all, Ethan's the best. What's it been? Oh god, I don't. Do I want to do the math of how long we've known each other? I was about to say it, but then I started doing a little bit of like very short math. It was like,
24 years.
Why would you do that? Why would you do this to me? Why you gotta make us both feel that old? Oh yeah, 24 years. 24 dang years, and he's still almost 25. I know, man. Almost 25 years, and he's still just genuinely one of the kindest people. And you old. I am, Jimmy. I am. Bruh. What's up, though? What's up? Ah, I'm sorry. I need to go give Caitlin a hug. Ah! Ah!
What about the job things?
I'm so happy for you. Y'all, Caitlin's getting out of the hell of her job situation. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know I screamed. I'm sorry. Hopefully it wasn't that bad. But I'm sorry. I got very excited. It's good. Very good news. I know, a quarter of a century. Jimmy, you're literally like months older than me. Maybe a year. Alright? Don't be pulling that. Don't you be pulling that, homie. I'm older than you. Like the grizzled veteran. Frick you talking about? Man, I'm 29. I just turned 29. And I'm older than Sean, too. That's not fair, Ethan. It's only like, okay, now I'm gonna have to try and remember your birthday.
Okay, but you
Is it
barely
April?
scraped into the same class that Ethan is because of where your birthday falls.
That's fair. You are not 35, Jimmy. Unless you've been lying to me the entire time we've known each other, you are not 35. And hey, I remembered your birthday month. Let's go.
Actually,
Sorry, I'm 42.
wait, I'm doing the math now. You actually would have met Ethan when you were 4. Because you would have started kindergarten at 4 instead of 5, like most kids, because you were a cusp baby. So you've actually known Ethan for 25 years.
Okay, Ethan, I don't know if you're gonna remember this because I honestly can't remember it. Did we start kindergarten in 99 or 2000?
Well, so you would have been 4 when you started. Most kids start at 5, but because you went in early, because your birthday was just at the cutoff.
We started in 99.
Oh, wait a second.
So,
you actually
yeah.
would have been 5
Yeah, so I was 5.
You would have
I would have
turned 6
potentially turned 6
right
during.
after.
Okay. Okay, man.
Still almost 25
I was about to panic. I was like, oh god, am I actually older than I thought?
24. You've known each other 24 years.
Okay, we were right. It was 24.
My bad math.
Ah! Let's see, it was the 99-2000 school year. Man, that was a time. I'll never forget. It was either right at the start or right at the end of the school year. I think it was at the start. It's one of the few things I remember from school. We survived Y2K. That we did. Oh man, I forget about that.
Wild that Y2K is a thing.
But I remember, and I don't know if you remember this, Ethan, but there was an assembly that happened, and the end of it was, and it's so bizarre that I still vividly remember this, but it was a bunch of people that came out wearing essentially like poster boards over them with paintings of Pokemon on it, and like the Pokemon theme song playing. I don't know why that's like the only thing I remember from kindergarten, but I do. That's a thing that apparently happened.
How many things do you remember from when you were 5 years old, though?
Nothing.
Exactly.
And,
Sneak attack,
and okay, so I'm not, this isn't one of those weird, pretend memories that actually did happen.
Also, what was your elementary school experience, babe?
It was weird. It was really weird. We had a principal, which, I'm not gonna actually say his name because I don't want to dox anyone potentially. But our principal, literally, I remember that one teacher aide who sang songs with us while she played guitar. You can't remember her name. Oh man, I forgot about that too. I'll never forget though. Our principal literally wrote and then recorded, and I don't remember if you had to pay for it or not because my parents just simply got it. They might have just given it out, but I don't know. But he wrote and recorded an entire album of children's songs for all of the students. It wasn't like educational stuff. There was some educational stuff, but there was also just some like uplifting stuff. It was $10. I need to see if my mom still has that around. I hope not. And yep, he would play him at the assembly. And then there was the whole thing of him coming as Zero the Hero, where he'd be wearing short shorts. And if I remember, I don't remember for sure the shirt, but I think he was wearing a tank top and a cape and these big old Zero glasses, and he'd just come in on rollerblades singing his song about Zero the Hero. And that wasn't a bad kid. That was the principal, Jimmy. I remember the times when people were like, computers going break because 99 to 2000. Yep. Education celebration. No. Learning for life was the key for you and me. No. Oh, core memory's been unlocked and I hate it. Oh, who was the bad kid? You know what? It wasn't either of us, believe it or not. As much of a troublemaker as I am these days.
Was it Mike?
No.
No, I feel like Mike
No.
was a really good Two-Shoes kid.
It was somebody else. I don't remember who, because there were, I think most of my classes growing up were like 30 kids. Everyone's heard of Y2K, but have you heard of the 2038 catastrophe? I don't believe I have. But yeah, man, that's some memories right there. Oof. Now I feel extra old. Okay. No tangents. I'm finishing this. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. I'm gonna try to remember, but most of our friends were goody-goodies. Exactly. We were all good potatoes. I wasn't the bad kid until high school, surprisingly. I am actually surprised. Why do I feel like it was Jimmy that was the bad kid? I'm with you, Book.
Jimmy was definitely a bad kid.
Apparently it was only till high school, but is that actually true, Jimmy? Because I feel like it had to have happened earlier than that.
There are even some people in the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks.
Let's see here, your best friend forever was the bad kid in grade school. Okay, so you just hung around with the bad kids until you became one. Bet. So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less? Let's go. Let's see, I gotta find that CD now. Mission accepted. I'm gonna have to ask my mom if that's something that they kept at all. No. That's right, Marshall. Suck it. Like, I at least need to see a picture of it if you still have it. But what if he was innocent? I think we're beyond the point of that book. I think any reasonable doubt is out the window. Once high school skid, I discovered girls are cool and teachers suck. Why is that the most Jimmy sentence I've ever read? Basically, since time is counted using Unix time, which counts the second pass from January 1st, 1970, and since most Unix values are stored using 32-bit binary numbers, in 2038 we'll reach the limit, then we'll just probably start using 64-bit numbers. Oh, interesting. I did not know that average. Remember, that was a kid that drew the cover for the album. Oh, that's right! I forgot about that! They literally... Was this a normal thing for most elementary schools, or did we just grow up in a weird area? Like... Did anybody else in chat, or at Love, I'm gonna pose the same question to you. Did anybody in chat have a contest for drawing the cover of an album that your principal wrote in kindergarten?
We didn't have that, but we would have like random drawing competitions for like yearbook things and stuff.
Okay.
But
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
No, your principal was just fucking weird.
That's fair. Remember Toby? Oh, that's right.
You told me about Toby the Tiger!
So here's the thing. My mom actually wore the Toby the Tiger costume for a couple of years. And I had no idea.
Did she really?
Shout out to my mom. Yep. Yep, I can't remember if it was like 1 or 2 years, but yeah, no, my mom, hey, Victor, my man, what is good? And what y'all doing in America? Not learning actual important things. You went from spitting bars to spitting bullets. I went back to school in the res, poor as frick back in the day. That's fair, man. But yeah, Victor, how you doing? But yeah, no, my mom wore the, and it literally was just a giant tiger costume, but my mom for at least like a year or two wore the costume for my elementary school. She also was her mascot in high school, too. I don't know why I remember that. My teachers did a Gangnam Style parody video in protest of new education regulations, even did the dance. Oh, that's a fantastic book. No, but 5th grade, our homeroom teacher gave each of us a CD with pics of a school trip. Aw, we did personalized to each of us. That's adorable. I remember when we were supposed to have a Trailblazer show up to an assembly. Oh, I forgot about that. But we got just posters. Okay, to be fair, though, was that... That might have been during the era of the Trailblazers where it wasn't necessarily the best thing for the Trailblazers to come out to high school. Yeah, no, I was going to say that might have been during the days where, fun fact, the Portland Trailblazers, the team of my childhood, were known as the Jailblazers, because there may or may not have been a lot of bad things happening. Oh yeah, really, it was Rasheed Wallace and Scottie Pippen. Man, that would have been kind of cool as a kid. But also probably not the best thing either, to be fair. I remember, and Victor, welcome to the United States. There's, I don't really even know how to preface any of what we're talking about. For anyone who isn't in the know, it's very niche early 2000s basketball knowledge too. But yeah, no, there was a while where the Portland Trail Blazers were known as the Jailblazers because I know there was even a former player who got into a confrontation with one of the coaches during practice, and I think like bit their ear. If I remember right, wasn't that Latrell Sprewell who did that? Yeah, no. The basketball I grew up watching was absolutely wild. That was also right around the time of, the giant brawl that happened between, what was it, the Pistons and the Pacers? It should have been the Pot Blazers. Fun fact, actually, I think there were probably a few, if not most of the reason why they were called the Jailblazers is because there were players who had been caught smoking weed. So that might have also just been, I'm thinking on it now, that might have all, drug offenses. That might have also just been incredibly offensive, and just some of the other things that Focus, are, Sean. I'm trying. Focus. That might have just been more things that are completely rooted in racism from, that time. But also, oh yeah, that's right, there were some assaults too. Okay. Yeah, no, I thought I remembered it being fairly necessary. But yeah, no, we almost had a couple of them come to visit us in school. I've got the craziest teacher stories, like your former PE teacher was crazy. I'll just let you know some of her shenanigans. Oh no. Oh no. Also, Victor. Okay, I don't know about racism completely, but yeah, no. Yeah. It had been too long since I thought about it. But it was like, yeah. I'm pretty sure, I'm fairly certain there were a couple of Trailblazers, and this is, I don't fully remember, please nobody, don't come after me, but I want to say there was at least, 1 or 2 people who were on the Trailblazers at that time who were, potentially gang affiliated.
What?
Yeah, no, the early 2000s were a wild time, y'all. Pride and joy of Portland. Excuse me. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask a question, Victor. Okay, because I know you were as hyped as I am. I'm not buying it until it ends up going on sale later because I got too many things to play right now. But did you end up picking up WrestleQuest because it released today, if I remember right? At some point, I don't know if it's gonna be on the channel or on my own time, but I need to play it at some point because it just sounds fantastic. Order! Witness, explain yourself. And you did not. That's fair, man. My PE teacher was the principal. He ended up giving you an apology for not believing you broke your foot in recess pre-class. Oh, that sucks. But I know, dude, there are too many good games coming out right now. Like, even beyond that, there are just so many good games in general. Like, I hadn't heard anything about this game, but I was browsing the Switch store because I had a couple of bucks left after the stuff that Caitlin got me for my birthday because she's the best. And I ended up picking this game up. Let's see, I got my math teacher fired. How did you manage to get that to happen? I picked up this game called Sorta Ditto. It's like essentially kind of a
Poop.
What up, Breeze? How you doing? It's essentially kind of a like Zelda Dark Souls-ish game, and also apparently there's some roguelike elements. I haven't hit to the point where that actually comes into play, but it's really cool. Like, big shout outs to Devolver Digital. That company, they back so many absolute bangers. I had to put down Vampire Survivors, too addicting. And see, I've been tempted to buy Vampire Survivors, especially since it's on the Switch now, but I'm scared of how much I might get into it from everything I've heard. When she made us do a written test, the questions were multiple choice, but one had 3 choices that were identical. Apparently the right answer was the cloned one, and when we asked if she'd mark all 3 or just one, she said, I kid you not, use logic. Some kids marked all of them. She didn't count that point because they had used more than one mark. What the heck? We call her Miss Target Jimmy Q's 2Q or Miss H him. Wait, what? I'm lost, Jimmy. What does any of what I just read mean? But yeah, Breeze, my friend, how you doing today? This is joke is the worst I've ever heard. And okay, Jimmy's telling his story. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to wait for more of the story because that first sentence confused me. I assure you this is no joke, Marshall. See, I don't know why, but almost all the attorney streamers I look up are always on this case. Okay, well, to be fair, Breeze, we may or may not have been on this case for... Was it June we started this?
It might have been. It might have been that long ago.
I have a problem. This is our 22nd stream just simply trying to get through the first game. I would just like to let everybody know that. This is by far the longest running series we've had on the channel. Maybe we'll finish it. You were a poop kid. Yes, you talked back and fought sometimes, but it was supposed to be last year and math's hard as poop. What? Continue. I'm shaking my head. Sean, you could not be a lawyer. I never even wanted to be Watson, but also, what's good, my man? At the time she came to school nonchalantly, as always, only for her students to notice she was bleeding from the back of the head. She went to the local hospital to get some sutures. She was put in obligatory rest. Do you know what had happened? She'd slipped while in the bathtub and had gotten her head crushed against the faucet, but she just shrugged it off and went to school as normal? What? Now, to be fair, I would be probably a terrible lawyer, but I would be a great congressperson if in the U.S. you still actually had to speak to filibuster, because I can, never stop talking about things.
You do not shut the fuck up, so yeah, no, you'd be good at that.
Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime. Y'all, I was doing so good to start this stream.
Olay, please answer the question.
What is he now, a bullfighter? That's alright, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here.
We can?
Have a look at these floor plans. There's no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall?
If that's so, then where was the witness?
Let's see here, that Saturday there was a substitute teacher during the PE class, which was the last of the day. Suddenly out of nowhere she appears, literally kicks out the sub and does a surprise test. What? Because when I dropped in, you didn't seem to be doing that good. I was doing good. We've almost finished this day, Ruby. Apparently old ladies with dementia can be Congress members, so the bar is already on the floor.
The bar is in hell. It's lower than
The bar doesn't exist.
The bar for who could be a congressperson in America at this point is lower than the bar for a decent man to make your partner.
There are literal insurrectionists, and also potentially someone who planted a pipe bomb in the House of Representatives. There really is no bar.
No, it's fine.
The sage talked to the principal, saying he needs to come to class twice a day to get through the class, so I had to go twice in the morning, or once in the morning, once in the afternoon, and you hate it. I was like, you know, I'll try to learn. Okay, what else, Jimmy? The best lawyer to go against. Yeah, this judge in the game was the worst ever, honestly. But I was lucky because I wasn't at school that day because you were doing your 3rd COVID vaccine shot. Hey, there you go, my guy. That also had to have been fairly recent. Dang. I forget that you're 17? My brain forgets things. But at least these people know what we're voting on. Do they really, though? Because I don't know if they actually read any of it. I'm gonna be honest with you, book.
If that's so, then where was the witness?
It seems Mr. Wright has an answer.
That's right, the only possible conclusion. Well then, let's hear it.
Come on, let me present. Where was Officer Marshall at the time of the crime? We got one shot. One opportunity. But she was a horrible teacher. No one liked her. She would do the bare minimum. Pick favorites, report students, and giggle, and the principal didn't believe us when we tried to tell him. Oof, that sucks, man. Right there? Officer Marshall was standing right here.
So, Officer Meekins didn't notice him standing there. That's almost as credible as Meekins' warp theory.
Also, that same day our physics test results came up. He'd gotten the equivalent of an A+, with the maximum for that test in particular was a B+. He was that impressed. Oh, wow, that's dope average. Chamber's empty, partner. Better reload. Okay, I'm gonna save really quick so we can save scum. He had to have been standing behind... Now they're ganging up on me.
Perhaps you should think a little more about where Officer Marshall was.
Officer Meekins should have seen him in the evidence room. That means the only place he could have been would be... behind the Blue Badger. Maybe he was actually the victim? You know what? Let's try it, book. Nope, that's gonna be... Wait.
But that's where the victim, Detective Goodman, was.
No? Duh! Correct. Unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Okay, I missed the obvious on that one. I thought we were still under the assumption that everyone knew that he was pretending to be Goodman. I believe the victim in the video is Officer Marshall. It was you dressed up like Goodman. But that's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he'd know for sure. May I point out that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman? He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted. Let's see here, I wouldn't tell she was having a bad day. I could tell when she was being, or I can actually say bad words, a fucking asshole. I had one of my friends to make sure the principal would come to the classroom during the time I could make her blow up on you, and I was being a hardcore shit kid talking back, pretending to not know the easy stuff, and oh no, Jimmy. When I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show his card, sir. Yes, and how did Detective Goodman respond? He suddenly pulled a knife on me. Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it?
Yes, he would have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it.
Yeah, no, Jimmy, that's some impressive forethought, my dude. The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card.
Oh, I get it.
If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized that the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall? Got quite an imagination, partner. Why you sweating if it's all imaginary? Got a term for this called circumstantial evidence. Circumstantial evidence? He's still denying it. By the way, having the last name Goodwin would be awesome for a criminal, but then he was a cop, so you're not wrong, Book. Gonna have to do better than that to break a detective. Unless you have hard evidence proving I dressed up as the victim.
I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition. can't say you care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining again with the beard, Marshal. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt? I do, but I might need a couple of tries. Did Officer Marshall dressed up as the victim? Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that. I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat. Ah, this can't be happening. It's so obvious he's the one. What can I do? Looks like your lack of
This guy
experience is
hydrates,
finally
right,
being
guys?
exposed. Appreciate you, Ruby. Why do I feel like we need to pause so we can actually go back and open up the locker? I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. Marshall killed Goodman because he hadn't shaved and wanted to help, I found out. When you've run into a wall, there's no place to go. Return to the basics. The basics? Oh, okay, random thing. Babe. Wait. Oh no. Caitlin's playing a game with headphones on. Okay, never mind. I need to mention that to her later. But yeah, I don't know if anybody saw. I won't spoil what it is, but there may or may not have been a video release of a new Divergent Pokemon for the DLC coming out. And it's really dope. Just in case you haven't seen it. For me, that would be what Mia used to tell me. Phoenix, try thinking outside of the box. I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. Hey. No, you're a dope book. Appreciate you. She bought out these blocks to help me count. I remember saying, this ain't fucking kindergarten. I can fucking count. You fuck. About that time, the beautiful bastard told the principal someone was gonna fight in the classroom, and they came walking in and message yelled, Jimmy, I don't care. If you wanna act like a fucking retard, then go be a fucking retard with the kindergartners, you little shit. Oh my god! Who? Dude! Wow! Hopefully that was the moment that got her fired, because holy shit! That is... Wow! Damn! But you know, Watson, dude, have you seen it? I don't want to say what it is just in case Caitlin is listening, because I'm sure she hasn't seen it yet. And just in case anybody in chat hasn't seen it yet, I don't want to actually say what it's a divergent of. But I'm so glad they're bringing in another new divergent for the DLCs. I am a huge fan of divergent forms. We had tinfoil balls to help us learn how to do division. Really? Jimmy looked her dead in the fucking eyes and said, I fucking got you, bitch. And the principal said, Miss H, come to my office now. God damn. But you know, Watson, if you want a message about it after stream, I'm definitely down. Especially after I show Caitlin, the three of us can talk about it a little. It's so sick. I love it. And I gotta say, I like that they're giving a little bit more love to super recent Pokemon, just like with the Duraludon getting new evolution. I bet that woman hates you to this day. She got a shrine to hatred of Jimmy in her closet at all times. But rather, I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise. Why do you think this locker was open in the first place? What do you mean? There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did, despite the chance it might be discovered later as it has been. Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker. According to the defense's argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. All dartboards, which is at least one in every room, have Jimmy Child face taped to it in her house. Then after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason. The fact that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that he opened it in order to put the cloth inside. So, just what exactly is this piece of cloth? Perhaps all the video is the video is the key to all our unanswered questions. I don't have any evidence, so this video is my only shot. Okay, let me save. so we can potentially save scum. What's it gonna be? Very well. Let's take yet another look at the security tape. After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker to put away the white cloth. Please show us why the witness opened the locker. Okay. Let's see. What's it gonna be? Next day, was a substitute for the rest of the year. The principal made her do a written apology to you. I guess the English teacher, who helped me shout out Mr. R, told me she had to write that in order to get her paycheck. Dang! Okay. And hey, Peppermint, you are all good. We've made a lot of progress in the case, but I'm with Caitlin on this. The more important question is, tell us about your date, my friend. How did it go, if you would like to share? Save Scum 101. You can't lose if you save every second. Exactly, book. Yeah, no, I hope it ended up being a very, very nice date. On a date, it was nice you liked her a lot. Heck yeah, dude. Well, congratulations. I'm so glad to hear that. That is awesome. Did y'all talk any plans about another date, or given a little time to think about it? And kind of... Is that... I don't... Like, I was always the kind of person where I'm like, if it's gonna happen, I'm immediately gonna be like, hey, we should do this again. And try to make plans in the moment. But not everybody's that way. And, hey, your close friend set you up. You went to Olive Garden. Dude, that's awesome. Nice. Yeah, no, Caitlin's question, I'll ask the same. Was it a first date? This music is my brain half the time. Should we go full musicception? No. No, we shouldn't. I'm not going to bring the Blue Badger. And hey, I know. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. This is why she's the best.
I know I am.
Also, babe, because I know you had headphones on when I mentioned it earlier. We have to watch a video later. It's very short because there was a new Pokemon announced for the DLC.
I saw.
You did?
Well, I didn't see it.
Did you at least?
Told me about it,
Okay.
but I think Reddit might have spoiled what the.
And see, I've seen a picture of it because Reddit spoiled it for me too. But we can watch the video later.
We'll watch the video.
We gotta do it. I'm so excited. We're also, what is it? 2.5 weeks away from DLC now? Because it's the 13th?
Wait a second, so I'll be at my new job when the DLC drops.
Oh,
so I
let's
have a
go!
regular, playtime.
Let's go!
Woo!
Let's see, it was funny though, because the sub was asking her names, and it got to me, and she was like, uh-oh, I'll have to be careful around you. Jimmy, was that the day you became the bad kid? Hey, well that's awesome. That sounds like a really great first date, Peppermint. I'm glad for ya. The locker's empty there. Let's see here. You got teachers' respect because they had the power to end their whole career. Honestly. Okay, what's gonna be... What's it gonna be? Yeah, no, I hope it does too. I hope it ends up leading to something more if that's what y'all are looking for. But congratulations on a nice first date, my friend. That is always really, really nice. I'm gonna point at the empty locker. Because I feel like it's gotta be some evidence in there. Well, what do you have to say to that? Let's see, all the other students were like, fuck yeah, down with Miss H. Alright, partner. You really want to know the reason I had to open my locker? Why? So I could stuff you in there. Huh? I'm sure the world would be a better place with you sent off to the boneyard. Unfortunately, unsolved cases can't be stored in the evidence room. No, I'm an unsolved case. Oh no. Let's see. You still have the letter. You absolute mad lad. Okay, what are we thinking, chat? So it's a white cloth. Oh, he's so aggressively shaving the left side of his face with a knife in court. I know! Why only the left side, too? Is it the other glove? So you literally missed it before. Didn't want to tell you. Oh, I did? Okay, let's watch it through. Because he's super cool, duh. Let's see here. Pull it out every now and then. Is anything missing from him? Oh, it is the glove. Okay.
Okay, a part of me was like, wait, that's too obvious that it would be the glove. The one that came out. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Average. I second guess myself in not doing it. Have fun playing your game, love. Pull it out every now and then like it's some kind of sick trophy. I can't. And Loki, though, Meekins is a dog. My sister got a high school teacher fired because nobody could read what he wrote because he was shaking so badly. Oh, wow. And, oh no, wait. No, wait, that wasn't it. No! Okay. Okay, what is it gonna be? I'm gonna try and watch and see if anything else moves or changes. Still all that stuff there. We're looking for white cloth. My pronouns. Not he, him, because I'll never be him. Looks at Meekins. Is there... wait. Is it the bloody shoulder? Did I jump the gun when I decided to present the bloody shoulder earlier? Was that Sean having future sight? Oh yeah, that would make sense. He's hiding the bloody jacket in there. Because you got beat up by Goku. For some reason, you disguised yourself as Detective Goodman. And entered the evidence room, though I don't know to what end. Yet. However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked, and the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood. A bloody white coat. You couldn't just walk out like that. So you hid the coat in your locker. Not bad, partner. Come on. Do we get to go check on it? Do we get to see? Now then, Officer Marshall. Are you ready to tell us the truth? Looks like I underestimated y'all. I hope you're happy now, Edgeworth. So it was all because he was trying to sabotage Edgeworth. 2 years ago. If you were only half as persistent then as you are today, we all wouldn't have to be here now, would we? Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it. Alright. Seems that time's come. We actually did the thing? I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take you out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out. I managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the cameras. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. So, the supposed victim was really you. But there's one thing I still don't understand. Traces of a large quantity of blood were found on the floor of the evidence room. If no one was murdered, then how could that be? Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. My guess is he's the donor. It was way too much blood for such a small donation. Yeah, no, I don't know if I believe that. That part I especially don't believe. Okay. When you say it, you mean... You even have to ask, partner. The SL9 incident? 2 years have passed since that case was closed. It was going to completely end with the transferal that day. Not if I have anything to do with it. That incident's not over. But what do you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room? Well, when the case is closed, only the case's lead detective can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at it myself one more time. No matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner. The crime is mine. Or that case is mine. Words. But Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation. Why does he care so much about it? That day was my last chance. I
That's why. So it was his brother. The other Goodman in this, or the other Marshall in this file was his brother. It has to be. Why did you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman? If I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transfer, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere. So you did it to fool the security camera. And the detective's ID card. Stole it the morning of the incident. So that really was why Goodman started filling out that lost item report. I returned his ID card. Left it on the floor in the prosecutor's office parking lot. The ID card I found was left there by Officer Marshall. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight. What do you mean, partner? I mean the fingerprint-activated lock, of course. No matter how well you disguised yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open that locker yourself. But it could because a rubber glove just happened to get stuck in the door. That means Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall. Wasn't expecting Officer Makins. Knocked him out. Wait. So did Marshall not kill him and it was the actual murderer? Managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera. Let's see here. Falls on you. Scar or burn will change your... Any scar or burn will change your fingerprint. You're not wrong, book. Okay, let's see here. Did I miss one? Let's see here. Let's press him on this. You pulled a knife on Officer Meekins and tried to drive him off? Let's just say I was a little surprised. I only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time. Officer Meekins certainly is a one-in-a-million type of person. Mistaking a detective for an intruder and demanding to be shown his ID. I'll have to think a little more about his raise this year. When did Edgeworth get so much influence? Honestly, though. Anyway, threw himself at me and I ended up cutting him slightly. I'm sorry it had to turn out that way. With me knocking him out and everything. By the way, what happened to your knife? Oh, I mean this one. I don't know what to say. So you knocked Officer Meekins out and... Okay, managed to escape. So you did your research beforehand. Those going in the desert unprepared don't live long, partner. I didn't think it would make a difference, though. The security tape is erased every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left. However, you bloodied your coat and your struggle with Officer Meekins. If someone was in the security room when it came out, the jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there. What was Officer Meekins doing during that time? What else? He was sleeping like a baby. So, what you're saying is on that day... Okay. But the blood found at the scene certainly indicates a crime took place. What are you, blind? The victim shown on that tape is me, and I'm not dead yet, partner. So, you stole the evidence from the locker? Actually... No, it didn't. Why not? When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone. So I was onto something. Because if we go back to this... Wait, no, never mind. That's right. It was Meekins who came in twice, not Goodman. Never mind. Ignore me. What? Mr. Edgeworth, is that... Or where is that evidence? It's still missing, Your Honor. Detective Goodman's locker was already empty. Someone else stole the evidence. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing? Fire away, partner. It's a free country. Just remember, I'm most free to decide whether or not to answer. Why did you do this?
Stealing a detective's ID, injuring a police officer? This is no small offense. Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. It can't just be forgiven with a simple salary cut. Not that salary cuts are ever a valid solution. What he said! Like I said, this isn't your case. This one is mine. I'll do anything it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with.
The witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more.
See, can't just forget the SL9 incident. You know why? It's your brother. Partner, Goodman had respectfully the drip. I just wanted it. But the case was solved 2 years ago, wasn't it?
That's the reason the evidence was stored in the evidence room.
Joe Dark was convicted for his crimes. One thing I can say for sure is he deserves this sentence.
I remember the Joe Dark case. It involved serial murders, didn't it?
I don't intend to complain about how it turned out. But there's some that still bothers me. Some went down in that trial. Some no one will talk about.
What happened?
I don't know. It's what I'm trying to figure out. Why is he so concerned with that incident? Maybe I should present him with what I think his real reason is. I had a feeling we'd wind up here sooner or later. Everyone involved here is related in the case in some way. I'd better take a look at the files. Okay, so I think we need to present it here. Because we're presenting the reason why he couldn't let it go. Wait, no. Joe Dark was cartoonishly evil, like he killed a random bystander, the witness then to that killing, and so on. He even killed a child. Oh, that's messed up. Wait. Oh, wait, nope. I screwed up. See, Sean, you heard the serial killer word, as you can't find a single pack of Kellogg's anymore. Gosh dang it, book. Okay. Wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. Managed to escape. There wasn't any murder. Can't forget. Okay, that's right. This is where we present it. We have to present it here. There we go. Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the SL9 incident. It's either like a brother or father. Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus juice, partner. What? I have the SL9 incident file here. The name Marshall is mentioned in here. And a list of murder victims. Neil Marshall. Are you related to this man? But how many did he tie to train tracks then? Neil Marshall? Yeah, I'm sure you heard the name. 2 years ago. He received the same lousy prosecutor award you got.
What? A prosecutor?
You must be talking about the King of Prosecutors Award? Now I remember. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL9 case before I did. That's right. He was killed. And the case fell into your hands.
But what's his relation to you?
Are you this dumb, Judge? He was my brother. He was investigating the murders of Damon Kane, then Deputy Chief of Police. See that? Yeah, no, that would have been some great information, Edgeworth, indeed. A group of detectives asked for part of work done to them. We were desperate to find or to prosecute the killer. Joe Dark. My brother fought Dark and was killed. That was the first time Dark left behind any evidence. That was all we needed. Aw. He was arraigned and incarcerated. The case was finally closed. It's a valid question. Judge could have been a brother, a cousin, maybe even a dad. Okay, that's actually fair. I might have been a little too harsh on the judge. Just this one time, though. Just this one time. At least according to the public records.
What do you mean? My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Dark. I knew my brother better than anyone else. No one could have beaten him in a fight. And that's it. That's your reason for your insane actions. There's more to my brother's death than what the record says. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me. Well, at least one thing is for certain. Now we know what happened at the police department on the day of the crime. That was the last day the SL9 case could be reopened. Not satisfied with its resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence. Exactly. Lock him up! Disguise himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. Officer Meekins confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled. Yes, this mystery has finally been cleared up. No murder took place at the police department that day. Oh, come on! Things that happened by chance never cease to amaze. At exactly the same time as the murder at the prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going on at the police department. Chance? It's gotta be more than just that. That's what I'm thinking. So, if no one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime, that means the murder in the prosecutor's office parking lot was the real one. If we don't judge, there's still all the blood, or we could just say the defendant did it and go home. While we are at it, we can throw Phoenix in jail as well, just for the lulz. I like what you're thinking, Book. Which in turn means only one person could have committed the crime. God, Edgeworth. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye. No. But wait, a verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial. Which is why we examined the incident at the police department today. But there's only one reason the defendant was not convicted yesterday. There yet remained the mystery of the simultaneous murder at the police department. Seems to me this boy's got the draw on you, partner. All of the mysteries at the police department have been resolved, no doubt about it. Our sole murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Skye. And the testimony of one Miss Angel Star is completely incontestable. If you have a response, make it a single word or less. Wrong. It was Larry Butts. I rest my case. It seems this trial has reached its conclusion. I knew it smelled. Gosh dang it. There's no room for doubt. Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I don't need to waste my time disproving the alleged murder at the police department. God, I should have known you were doing something sketchy when you tried to help. There's no doubt what I proved today is true. The apparent murder on the security camera tape really was fake. But I didn't realize I would end up proving Lana guilty. Now then, the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant. Objection! Wait, who? Hey! What are you doing, Emma? Your Honor, wait! I thought you'd been quiet for a while. Emma! Oh wait, no, that's right, she wasn't here. The defense has an objection. A scientific objection! Right? Oh, what do you mean, right? Mr. Wright, are you this girl's guardian? I don't want to be. Your Honor, in a sense, I'm ordering contempt of court. The case is over. Please, Your Honor, all I'm asking for is for a minute of your time. Please hear me out. Mr. Edgeworth, please. I don't want to leave any loose ends. You want a minute? I'll give you 3. Okay. I was kind of in shock. I mean, finding out the SL9 incident referred to the Joe Dark killings. Now that she mentions it, the names of both Skye sisters were in that file. But that's when I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do that day. So I knew his fingerprint had nothing to do with the crime. That only one handprint. The other handprint. Appreciate you, Ethan. Appreciate you for the posture check, my man. You mean the
traces of blood found on Detective Gumshoe's locker.
But no fingerprints were found on it, right?
No, but I figured if I examined it scientifically, I'd be sure to find a clue. So, I ran over there and looked at it again.
So, did you find something?
No.
Huh?
Sorry, I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all.
Aw. Is that all?
Please don't be mad. I'm just a high school student.
And I'm just an attorney.
But Mr. Wright, those traces of blood are the only clue we have. If we can't find something wrong with them, please, Mr. Wright, you're a professional. If anyone can save Lana, it's you.
Me? Oh boy. Uh-oh, that's a lot of responsibility. Time's up. Now then, Mr. Wright. With regard to the incident at the police department, does any reasonable doubt remain?
It appears the defense is troubled by the other blood mark. Looking at the floor plans, a handprint was discovered around here. Is there a problem with this? Mr. Wright, I'm sorry I can't be of more use. But still, if you can't find anything wrong with the blood mark, Lana will be...
Please answer my question, Mr. Wright. We don't have all day. Yes, Your Honor. If ever I've needed to concentrate, it's now. So the murder still did happen there. What could be wrong with the handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker? Could be there's something I'm missing. We're gonna object. This handprint left at the crime scene clearly shows a contradiction.
The only thing that seems clear is you're grasping, Mr. Wright.
You've been staring pretty intently at these floor plans. Tell me, is there a problem with them? Yes, this is strange. There is no problem. Take a good look at these floor plans. Something is missing.
Missing? You mean something hasn't been drawn on here? Hey, Raven! Raven, my friend, how are you doing today? It is so good to see you. How are you? How's your day been?
Yes, something that, when drawn, will completely change the meaning of the blood mark. Let us pray the defense isn't simply trying to buy time. Very well, Mr. Wright. With all this evidence here, there's gotta be something I can use. The question is, which item can prove something missing from the floor plan? Let's just look. One more time. That's a pretty big something missing. It's a pretty big, blue, and loud something missing. What about that piece of plywood? The Blue Badger, mascot of the police force. So is he or is he not innocent? I don't know anymore, honestly. I think he's innocent of the murder, but he's guilty of, cutting and punching Meekins. Good. Just got back from rehearsals. Gotta mess around with the lights a bit. Hey, that's so awesome, Raven. Nice. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. That sounds awesome. Did you and your partner get the chance to play much Tunic when you guys were trying last night? It was the BMG, the Blue Badger. Guilty of attempted theft, assault, and impersonating a dead officer. Yep. Defender of truth, guardian of proof. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Now, see, I thought I remembered early in this case, it was either Ethan or Average. I'm pretty sure it was Ethan. But one of you told me, remember the Blue Badger. It's gonna come up at the end. Or no, not at the end. It's gonna come up later in the case.
Wait, is it time for the Blue Badger song?
It's time.
Woo!
That's right, Chet.
It's pageant time. I can't. Please look at the floor plans of the crime scene. The Blue Badger is not here. Let's see, I don't know if it was me, so it was probably Average, but that is a good point that he made. Honestly, though. Don't worry about it, Venom. We may or may not have... Y'all, I'm so glad that got here before this part of the case.
Do you want the Blue Badger back to show Venom?
You know what? I think the blue badger might need to hang with me if you're okay. Would you like Pepino, or would you like Bean,
Yeah.
or Snorlax?
Snorlax.
Okay, yeah. So I don't know if I've ever shown this. I've had it for
I've shown
years.
it before, I think, but it was a long time ago.
It's been a while. I have a giant Snorlax. You got the badger at the perfect time. That is a fact. The blue badger coming to save the day. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. My.
You gotta give him his hammer back.
Oh wait, that's right. He needs the bat of justice. Also, I need to change my lighting a little bit. The camera's going bright, but now we can actually mostly see him, except for Don't worry about it. Breeze. Just stare in the eyes. Just stare. Just stare deeply, deeply into his cavernous black retina. All right, Badgie's gonna sit right here, and he sees my soul. Did you know the badger is the murderer he was plotting from the beginning? All right, let's see here. Can I get you to sit on my shoulder, unlike Pepino? So I got it from Fangamer. It's a really dope website. They make a ton of official merch. Badgie, can you actually hang with me? You have no soul. There is no lie. I don't know if he's actually going to hang, but I would 10 out of 10 recommend it. He's very, very soft and very nice. I need to reach out to them about a sponsorship at some point. I don't know if they do. Okay, never mind. Apparently, Badgie's not going to actually sit with me. He's going to have to sit there. But don't worry. We homies still. That Snorlax isn't life size. I missed that. Also got done with the first bell during Tunic yesterday. Hey, that's awesome, Raven. Heck yeah. Yeah, no, I'm gonna here. Hey, babe.
Yeah?
Or wait, never mind. I have a pencil. I'm gonna just casually write this down on a random piece of paper so I can remember to clip this moment later. Not hopefully remember what this actually means. Let's see here. So you got your Outer Wilds poster. Yes. Oh, speaking of which, Fangamer. Yeah, no, Fangamer is really dangerous. I may or may not have dropped $200 almost, including shipping and taxes, because I had their Glitch Fest going on.
But also, you wound up getting like most of my birthday gifts.
Yeah, no, I got most of Caitlin's birthday gifts. I got like 14 things when you include the free stuff I got because of Glitch Fest. But also, Venom. Speaking of Outer Wilds, one of the things that I also got that I didn't show, I need to actually put it on my desk. But I got this giant ass, and Ethan, you'll think this is dope too. I got this giant ass, what's it called? Desk mat that is Outer Wilds. It's so fucking right. And you got the Ashen Ember poster. Oh, I am jealous. That is so dope. I also got things from a couple of games that I've been meaning to play either on the channel or in my own time. So now I have extra motivation. Like I got one of the glitched merch things I got. Essentially, it's something that's like slightly imperfect, so they didn't want to actually sell it. It's a shirt with a character from Hades, which I've been really interested about. And I also got pins for the game Solar Ash, which looks super fucking sick. And also, I know I've already showed him multiple times, but Pepino. Yeah, no, it's a keyboard and mouse pad of the entire solar system. Like, it is the size of my desk. It's so cool. Please look at the floor plans at the crime scene. The blue badger is not there. Sean, you ever gonna get a green arm tattoo or a green shirt? I may or may not have a green screen shirt book. We may or may not have worn the green screen shirt on April Fool's Day. That actually might be one of the costumes I do. Yo, dude, you are all good, Ethan. So I'll send you an actual like picture of it later so you can see it better because it's mostly gonna show up in green screen. But it's a whole ass like desk pad of the entire solar system from it. Potato, when my current desk pad dies, you might get that one. I would highly recommend it. Y'all, I know I'm not sponsored by them, but also they work with a ton of awesome indie games. And smaller, well, smaller. Can I have that? No, Jimmy, it's mine. Can I have that? It's mine. You can't have it. But Fangamer is genuinely just awesome. They're super fucking fast. Their customer service is awesome. I had an issue the first time I ordered from them where the post office lost my package, and they, as soon as I emailed them, like 2 hours later, like, hey, you can't have it either. I'm sorry, book. Did you ever get back on that? I haven't yet. I need to eventually. I really do. I especially now have motivation to go and try and finish it, but I need to. Jimmy put it on a thrown list. But, I had an issue where the post office lost my package when I ordered a couple of shirts, and this shirt included. And they immediately were like, if you get the other one, if it eventually shows up, send it back to us if you can. But here's a replacement of everything. And fun fact, they came on the exact same fucking day because the post office sucks. That's honestly because they're underfunded and run by, someone who is highly invested in, fucking FedEx. And is just literally trying to burn it down to the ground. So it's not really their fault. But it's also kind of their fault. I can't fucking spell and type, but Baron fucking Lee. God damn it. So watch what happens when we put him in. This is where he was dancing at the time of the crime. Oh. Well, what? He was blocking the locker. What's your birthday, Jim Jam? Your real birthday? Not the day you claim is your birthday. That's right, so long as the Blue Badger is dancing here, it would be impossible to place a handprint at this spot on the locker. What? Jimmy? I can't with you, man. So that means, just exactly what does that mean? It means it can't be done. What are you saying? Blood traces are undeniably found in that locker. Don't look at me, I didn't... Mr. Wright, think it through scientifically. Emma. Yeah. 6'3", 1990 old. I can't with you, man. I'm pretty sure... I'm pretty sure you are 94. I'm pretty sure you are, literally 2 months younger than I am, if I remember right.
Older?
Or older. Excuse me. You are 2 months older than I am. Literally. To the fucking day, Jim Jam. Oh, 93. Okay, well, a year and 2 months. Close enough. On that afternoon, Officer Meekins was the one who brought the Blue Badger to the evidence room, right? Yeah. After he put it down, it would be impossible to leave a handprint on that locker. So, that must mean this blood mark was left there before the Blue Badger was brought in? Just one moment. I will not allow such far-fetched balderdash in my courtroom. Why are you breaking out these fucking ancient words, my guy?
Because balderdash is a timeless, wonderful word.
That's fair. And damn, my younger sibling was born in 1990. I'm so sorry, Venom. It may sound far-fetched, Your Honor, but it's the only possible explanation. On February 21st, in the police department's evidence room, and your youngest sibling was born in 2007, damn. Although that's 16, which is weird.
Ew.
That's gross. I don't like that thought. Motherfucker can drive who was born in 2007. And I am the youngest sibling. Same book, twinsies. Blood was spilled not once but twice. But how? One time was captured on this tape taken by the security camera. Officer Meekins cut his hand from which a trivial amount of blood fell. The problem is the other time. That's right, because the Blue Badger would have been blocking the locker, so we couldn't have actually seen any handprint. Someone bled prior to the struggle shown on this tape. It had to have been Detective Goodman when he was really murdered. Gizmo? I have been brought to Gizmo. You are not that old, Jimmy. We're all collectively old, but don't worry, we have Gizmo. We have the clueless potato who's just simply going to black. Hi, buddy. How you doing? Are you ready for more of this heart-racing, pulse-pounding action of Ace Attorney, Gizmo? Yeah, but your sister's 16? Math me. Yeah, no. If her birthday was before right now, in 2007, any day before, I'm gonna date myself right here. August 22nd, 2023. She's 16. And so she's 16. I'm a tiny youngling of 23 for 8 more days. There you go, book. That's ridiculous. I refuse to accept your absurd claim. The murder portrayed in the security tape has been proven to be fake. However, and no, 16 bad. Gosh dang it, JD. We're talking about how weird it is that someone born in 2007 is now old enough to drive. I know, Jimmy over here having a crisis, honestly. That's ridiculous. So one was born in 2007. This does not make sense. No one was born after the year 2000. Okay? It didn't happen. How you doing today, JD? That does not explain the blood mark found on the locker. Come on, what you got, Edgeworth? So then, assuming this murder you purport really happened...
You guys, fuck the investigation.
She was a baby like
Let's
yesterday.
go.
And I know we're in a simulation. Ah. Gizmo is small. Gizmo's running the simulation. It makes sense.
That would explain.
Does anything make sense? No, so Gizmo's running the simulation. No, we're not gambling, JD. We may or may not be betting on things, but we're not gambling. Okay, I'm gonna bring this up right now. So I have most of the redeems ready for September, which we'll introduce those once we're like right on the edge of it. Should I have a sub goal for doing a gambling stream, playing Luigi Poker in the DS remake of Mario 64? Should I do that? I kind of want to do that.
Which game is it?
It's the DS remake of Mario 64. You get to go play poker with Luigi. Against Luigi. Luigi's the dealer. I wish you guys could cut to Cape and Cam. I wish you guys could see the disappointment. Love you. Let's hear it. Did the time pre-2020 even happen? I feel like it was just a collective fever dream. Or has everything since 2020 just been a collective fever dream?
Okay, hear me out.
Did we all
hear me
just
out,
get
hear me out.
nuked?
Wait. Okay, so you know how everybody thought that Y2K was when the world was gonna end?
Uh-huh.
And it didn't? Well, what if 2020 is when the world actually did end? And we're all in purgatory just suffering? It makes sense!
That explains a lot. Either that or this is all a coma dream. And eventually I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna be like 82 and I'm just gonna be like, what year is this? Blah. Fun fact, that's the sound of me dying apparently. To be fair, I thought purgatory might be a little worse. You know, that's fair. That is fair. I feel like there's too much good for this to be purgatory. So then, assuming this murder you purport really happened, when did it take place? I demand you show evidence that proves when it occurred. When did the first incident occur? Maybe, you know, to summarize, the defense claims that prior to Officer Meekins being cut by Jake Marshall, who was posing as Detective Goodman, another incident took place in that evidence room. Yeah. It's pretty straightforward. That's right, the blood mark on the locker proves this. Very well. Tell us then. Let's see here, purgatory is the current version of Twitter. Wait, no, that is actually just hell. I can't wait for it to finally die, although it's gonna take too long compared to how long it should, because people are just genuinely addicted. It's a problem.
It's sad how many people are still like regularly using it,
Yep.
even knowing all the shit Elon is pulling.
I mean, even seeing how absolutely broken the shit is, they deleted, what was it, like, just about every picture from before 2014 because of an error?
What?
Yeah, no.
People just lost all of those pictures.
Yep, any media posted before then, gone.
Oh, I would.
Supposedly it still exists in the system, it's just an error. No, it's broken, because that's what happens when you fire 75% of your staff and work bare bones on a fucking massive platform. People are so dumb. When did this first incident occur? As Mr. Edwards said, proof must be presented. Proof that shows when the murder took place. There's only one piece of evidence that can show that. Now then, will the defense please present its evidence? Let's see here, if he drops the ban feature, which I love that. This man is talking about dropping the ban feature. Which you are required to have a ban feature to be on both the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. So you are talking about pretty much the only options for downloading an app going away. To be fair, I never really understood Twitter. I don't know why I need to know what everyone's thoughts were at any given time. I'm with you on that, man. I was briefly on Twitter for like 3 months this time last year, trying to do, you know, promotion for the channel, which did fuck all because everybody's promoting everywhere. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna stream, and occasionally I'll post in friends' channels and be like, hey, I'm live and self-promotion. Outside of that, it's just like, fuck it. Like, what's the point? I don't want to be a household name. I don't want everybody to know me. Whenever somebody finds me, that's fucking dope. I'm glad the community's going, but I don't need to be, like, immediately everywhere, nor do I need to be on something at all times, like so many people are with things like Twitter. You're very cute. Caitlin, I can't speak because I'm congested, okay? I'm congested. Caitlin just pulled out a shirt that says, I'm feeling like pizza? I feel like pizza. I think social media in general, while it does have its perks, has some good intentions, and has been a major failed experiment. You are very much right on that, my friend. I am with you. Will the defense please present its evidence? Let's see here. It was nice because it was one of the few places where people could promote their sex work. Book! What shows when the first crime took place? It's the ID card reader, right? The crime took place inside the evidence room, then the killer wouldn't have had to enter it. In order to do so, an ID card would have been required. An ID card? Oh, the ID card record. Officer Meekins brought the Blue Badger panel into the evidence room at, let's see here, 4:50. If the crime took place before that, then it would be 4:40 p.m. Miles Edgeworth! Just what have you done? Uh-oh.
What did Miles do?
Okay, it's the person before Edgeworth, not Edgeworth. But it's true, most other social platforms have no nudity policies. That's very fair. Never figured you had the nerve, boy. Drop the act, witness. Doesn't take a lot of thought to figure out it couldn't have been me. Nope, I ain't getting. I'm afraid I don't understand either. So somebody stole Edgeworth's ID card because Edgeworth was accepting his award at that time, right? It's clear from the luminol test that blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meekins and Officer Marshall failed to notice the blood. That means the blood from the first crime was wiped away by the real murderer. I would have had just 10 minutes to murder the victim, carry his body away, and clean up the blood. Unfortunately, that's physically impossible. What's up, Jimmy? What's up, my dude? That would mean the crime must have taken place before Miss Edgeworth entered the evidence room. What's up, Jimmy? Why you saying my name? Let's look at that chart again. Hey, what? There's only one other card number remaining. 7777777. Talk about a lucky number. What? I'm not yelling at you, Jimmy. I'm asking, what's up? Why are you saying my name and saying hey? I just want to know. What's good? What you need, my guy? You're very cute.
I was just grabbing my blanket.
I know. I was just saying you're very cute.
What? Does that actually? Oh, my blanket does show up.
Shabbin. Might be so nosy. Why are you saying I'm being nosy? You were the one who said my name 4 times. One of which had a ton of extra A's and N's. Excuse me.
Are you actually gonna keep that on?
Talk about a lucky number.
Okay.
But wait, that doesn't make sense. How could Detective Goodman have entered the evidence room?
What's up, Book? Since there's no record of his card being used beforehand, he must have entered along with the real murderer. For real though, Sean. What's up, Jimmy? That's the only plausible explanation. Sean is wearing rainbows on his head. That's right. That's right, because we are allies here. He went in with 7777777. What's up, Jimmy? Gosh dang it, man.
Mr. Edgeworth, please look into this ASAP. Find out whose ID number is 777777777.
I do play Dark Souls 2. I've only played it through the one time. I didn't mind it. It wasn't the worst thing. What's up, love?
That's 1-7 too many, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I'm unable to look up the owner of that egg card. I know. We're just gonna... I think we're almost to the end of the day, so we're gonna give it like 2 more minutes. At least at present... Unfollow... Wait, no. Why are you unfollowing? Alright, don't get me wrong. Okay, here. We've talked about this before. I'll say it before. Or I've said it before. I'll say it again. Dark Souls 2 is essentially a continuation of Demon Souls. It's more of the traditional dungeon crawler, whereas DS1 and 3 are very much parallel. No, wait, no, don't unsubscribe, Ethan. You know what, Jimmy? You know what? Oh, no. You timed him out, I can't. Well, yeah, no, 1 and 3 are similar games in that they're a little bit timed up for unfollowing. He didn't actually unfollow, though. But at the end of the day is when the discovery period is over, though. Oh, well, we're just going to see. But yeah, no. I was just joking. Okay, good. I was scared for a second there. But you know, I don't mind DS2. It's not the worst. What? Explain yourself, son. The ID number 7777777 belongs to someone with the rank of captain or high. Unlawful. I can't, Jimmy. What's going on? I disappeared for 5 minutes. I'm tapping out Jimmy, and Sean's got some sort of pants on his head. It's a blanket, Ruby. All you need to know is Jimmy apparently hates Dark Souls 2. And I have towels are for... Towels are for wiping your butt, not your head. I'm sorry, what, JD? Do you need someone to represent you? Ethan, you can't leave me. You're my lawyer. Yeah, I know, it's a rainbow blanket. Dark... Book! I can't. You know, that's okay. I will, as someone who is a massive fan, I will admit, FromSoft games, and especially the Dark Souls, the Soulsborne, Kiro, whatever you want to call it, that entire series, it's not for everyone. It is very difficult. I was going to recommend that Jimmy hires the other guy. I know, he's horrible, and we would destroy him and go, oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. Listen to what Ethan said, Jimmy. He knows the guy. He's real good. If you work at the casino, I would say deal with it. Gosh dang it. And you forgot the notification. I'm so glad it actually popped up this time. Someone who is a so-called executive officer. We don't have the authority to inquire into such a person's identity. So... But that's ridiculous. Just how... I'm not finished talking, Mr. Wright. There's one situation in which we can be granted such authority. You will get sub-ponied, Sean. Okay, I look forward to receiving your sub-ponied.
Did he mean subpoena?
Yeah, he meant subpoena. Jimmy, considering you work in a law situation...
I really hope he's kidding.
I hope that was meant as a meme. Games where I gotta be good at dodging and quickly attacking are not for you, your anxiety would kill you. That's fair. It's truly not for everyone. I adore it though. I hope you end up liking what's it called? Death's Door, because it definitely has a little bit of that. Let's see, go ahead and call Shiva at my office. She can get you in your butt. And Sean, when am I not moving? You know what? That's fair, Jimmy. That's fair. I should always expect that. Last time I played Phasma, I got so worked up it hurt to breathe and I had a massive stomachache. I'm so sorry, Ruby. If an official charge filed against an executive is accepted, I did notice it had some of that, but it looked way more forgiving. It is and isn't. There are some times where it's going to be really frustrating. So I get it if you end up not being up with it. An official charge? Unless you got it for free with PS Plus? Exactly. So if it ends up not being your thing, it's okay. You're all alike, aren't you? Cover-ups and your forgeries. So that's how the prosecutor's office operates. I'm just gonna really quick. So it's Gant.
Are you still on the same day from the beginning of stream?
Yeah?
Oh, okay.
Why are you judging me?
Because you were actually playing today.
It's Gant. It has to be Gant. I like it when games have assist mode, that's quick time events for you. Yeah, especially when it's things that are super heavy on QTEs. It's nice to have that option. What about the dragon? Wait, what about the dragon? What dragon? Take pride in my work, Officer Marshall. I mean, you have been caught forging evidence before, Edgeworth. I would appreciate it if you would keep your slander to yourself. Slander, is it? Okay. Let me ask a question. Yes. No, not to you. To her. Fantasy over there. Your own little executive.
Lana?
I should have known! Ha! Excuse me, I'm gonna go ASMR for this.
Dragging these nuts on your butt.
I'm disappointed, Jimmy. I'm disappointed in you. And the rubber type of dragon. Don't be stupid. She's been charged with murder. Of course we've looked up her IT number, and it's not 7777777. Don't play me for a fool, partner. That's not what I wanted to ask. All I want to know is one thing about that incident. The SL9 incident? Answer me this, Chief. In that trial 2 years ago, did you really use only legitimate evidence? Let's see here. That was low. I apologize. I appreciate that, Jimmy. That one hurt in here and down there. Do you need the witness to repeat his question, Chief Prosecutor? Yee. See here. Is what I would say if I felt bad. Fuck you, Jimmy.
Punch, punch, punch. Get punched in the dick.
Emotionally
Punch-a.
punched into dick. Oh
Ow.
no. Oh no.
You caught my attack.
I'm gonna cover my eyes so I
How
don't get pelted.
dare you?
Oh, that one kind of stung a little bit. I'm good. That one came with some velocity. Damn.
No, I'm sorry.
You're good.
Me aggressively use a slingshot. Also me. I'm sorry I hurt you.
You're so cute. I heard him find Mr. Edgeworth. Do it again. Fuck you, Jimmy. 2 years ago, I was in charge of the prosecution for that trial. At the
You
time,
need Jesus is what you need.
occasionally, we thought the powerlessness of the law. Gosh dang it, book. At least, I did. Lana! I became a prosecutor in order to suppress crime with the law. But before I realized that you were the ones being suppressed by the law. Defendant, just what are you saying? I'll ask you again, Chief Prosecutor. During the trial 2 years ago, did you really present all the evidence in court? Did you look me an investigator in that crime in the eye and say that you did? Chief Prosecutor, you didn't. I don't have to, Officer Marshall. Why won't you answer him? Drastic crimes require drastic measures. Got any piercings, Sean? I do not. It's something that I've honestly never really thought about either.
You seem like you would have had piercings, honestly.
That's fair. That's fair. People have told me that a lot. It's just never been metal in your body. It's just never been my thing. Like, I got respect for people who do. I got no problem with it. But it's not my thing. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. But Lana! Even if it involved forging evidence, what? Oh. Say, that's what I'm talking about. No. No. It's okay, I officially now have more tattoos than you do piercings. Hey, let's go, Venom! Heck yeah! Order! 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 Lana's remarks caused such a stir, the cast in the courtroom went quiet. I have to wait until the following day. Oh no, it skipped too fast. I must take off blanket because we've reached the end of the day. Okay, so we are at the end of stream for today. We actually made it through. We might be able to do this, and also I have to wait for Caitlin to get back because I think she was running to use the restroom really quick. But I have a potential extra add-on to the bet.
Okay.
So here's the thing.
Okay.
Next week's stream schedule is going to be a little bit different. Because Caitlin's mom's coming to visit, I'm going to stream some different days. Mondays are usually longer days because we're going to play an indie game. Or usually it's going to be a couple of streams, or it's just something that's a decent enough size that we can knock it out in one. So I have a proposition. And we can talk about what you would like to be the potential extra reward outside of just the purse. But if you were okay with me moving Tangential Tuesday to Monday next week, getting a 4-hour stream
to see if I can finish the investigation and the trial of the final day before the end of the month. Are you okay with that?
What do you get if you win?
I got a reward. Get Jimmy pizza. God damn it, Jimmy. I don't know.
Okay, we'll
There never
figure
really
out.
was any stake.
There really wasn't. It was there. This was the least stakes bet
Exactly.
we possibly could have
So
made.
how about this? Since everybody knows that I've already bought the purse, let's turn it into actual stakes. We'll figure out what is going to be on the line.
Okay.
We have time before I make the announcement. Sean, would you have to get through an investigation and a court session in a stream? Whoops. What are you doing here? No, stop with the X's. That's a no, Jimmy. But
Okay.
yeah, we'll figure out what the actual bet. But what do you think?
I'm open to this.
Okay.
I accept these terms.
Okay. And what about those sneakers Caitlin wanted? Okay. I don't have $90 to drop right now.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Drinking a whole bottle of Cheese Whiz? What?
No.
No.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
going to be
that's
a
a hard
bet
no,
that
Jimmy.
we can actually do, you guys.
Exactly. But it's gonna be a bet. Caitlin and I will figure it out. Drinking
will-
a whole bottle of cheese was for a challenge.
We will present terms in Discord with the stream announcement or the schedule announcement for next week.
God damn it. Go ahead and unfollow Jimmy. I fucking dare you. But
You know
yeah,
that?
when I go to post the stream schedule,
We'll
we
post
will
the
have
stakes.
the actual stakes to the final bet where I have to get through the entire rest of the game. A day of investigation.
Did Jimmy just unfollow?
God damn it! And make him eat a folded pizza if he loses on stream. And wait, no! Oh, I didn't get to read Jimmy's last message before he got muted.
It said, "This stream looks fun on Jimmy."
And then immediately gets timed out. To ban a new person. I can't. Okay.
How many times has he unfollowed at this point?
At this point, I think it's probably almost in double digits.
But also, how many times has he been muted?
I don't even want to know. I mean, it's been 2 of this unfollows. God damn it. I swear to fuck, if you're gonna unfollow and follow again, Jimmy. But yeah, so we have new stakes.
That we don't know yet.
We don't know yet, but we will know before the stream schedule is announced for next week. Where I will have to finish the entirety of the rest of the case in one stream, in one 4-hour stream.
But you have to have the hard timer of
Yep,
4 hours.
it is a hard timer.
From start to finish.
I'm getting a double stream. That's what we're calling it. We're calling it a double feature, and we're seeing if I can do it.
But also, sneak attack, wah!
Bam.
That was a good one.
Surprisingly, Jimmy, have gotten more timeouts this stream for unfollowing when I am fine after unfollowing. I can't.
It's because it's Jimmy.
That's fair. It's because it's Jimmy. We do it for the funnies because it's Jimmy. But yeah, we got it should be some interesting stakes. We'll see what it ends up being. But we got something heavy on the line for the next one of these streams. That'll be next Wednesday. And favoritism, I see. You know, I'm sorry, Jimmy, that just people who have been around longer, we tend to be a little bit more partial towards, and you're just kind of new here.
There's also just the general fact that Jimmy is a troll.
That's fair. We haven't yet. Lucy, my friend, how are you doing? Suck my ass. God damn it, Jimmy. How are you? Unfortunately, you're getting here just as we're ending
4 hours
things.
to get through 2 days.
I have 4 hours to get through one entire day. Through an investigation and through a day in the courtroom.
And this courtroom time
how are
has
you,
been
Lucy?
2 streams?
Yes, but it also was technically two separate courtroom times. Because we had the first one, that it was only part of the stream, but we had the first one that was the stuff with Meekins, and then it was the stuff with this guy. How are you, Lucy? And let's see here. I get it. I have muted friends because they chose a name color I hated. Ha! You can do it. But can you also buy Caitlin a bag? So I've already bought Caitlin a bag. I know you weren't quite here in time for it. So we have a new bet. Because I bought the purse for her. I'm admitting defeat today. There's no way I'm going to be able to actively get through an investigation and a day in court in one stream. So I've lost it. I think that's a very safe bet. So Caitlin has the purse on its way. It's hopefully getting shipped out today. It more than likely, with how delayed it's been, because I bought it on Friday night after it would have potentially shipped out. It might even get here like the day that we finish the bet next Monday. But we're gonna have a new bet. We have to decide here. I didn't say I'm gonna get Jimmy a pizza, Jimmy. But yeah, the new bet is going to be decided before the stream schedule is posted. But there's going to be a new bet where if I have to try and beat the entire rest of this case in one long stream next Monday. If I win, I get something. If I lose, Caitlin gets something. We will decide what it is. But I am excited to see what it is. And I didn't say I would, Jimmy. Fuck. See, I'd eat a folded pizza burger double down sandwich. I can't. I'm sorry. I don't have the money for giving pizza to anyone. I'm sorry. I can't. I still vote we make Sean eat folded pizza. God damn it! I'm not eating folded pizza.
It is one boundary I will not try to cross. We respect each other's boundaries in this household.
Doing it. But yeah, sir, you know what? We'll go ahead and we'll move back over to this screen since we are done with Ace Attorney for the day. Or actually, wait, before we do, let me make sure we actually did save. It's only a fitting punishment. I can't.
I dropped your phone. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all good. I mean, the screen is cracked. It's somehow still. Why did you send me $15? Why'd you send me $15?
For dinner.
You didn't have to buy dinner.
You bought dinner the other night.
I appreciate you. Okay. Here, let me actually go over here. I'm sorry, I got distracted because pizza. Okay, Sean, if I give you $20 for biting into a folded pizza, would you? No. Let's see. I'll take the 15 if you don't want to get it to me. Make him fold it so there's only toppings on both sides.
Let's wrap this shit up.
All right. We're gonna actually have to end things here.
It's already been 2.5 hours.
Yeah, no, it's been 2.5 hours. I gotta go see my dog.
We got shit
and
to do.
I gotta go get Caitlin and I some dinner. But we will be back tomorrow. We're gonna be playing more Cassette Beasts. I am absolutely hooked after the 2 hours we spent in there last week. I can't wait to see what else happens. To see more monsters, and 3 minutes till 2.5. So we'll probably be ending right at the 2.5 hour mark. Let's see if we can get it on the nose. $100 for only biting. Come on, no, it's the principle, Lucy. Hey, thank you for hanging, Venom. Thank you guys genuinely so much for coming and hanging out. It is always such a blast, and it means so much that you guys give me your time. But yeah, we're gonna be back for more Cassette Beasts tomorrow. What you want me to wait for, Jimmy? What else? We have there's. God damn it, Jimmy. God damn it. I have some potentially, or actually, should I reveal it now?
We can officially say everything.
Exactly. I'm not surprised, honestly. So, I'll let you guys know for sure the official date. And I'm sorry to my mod squad. I was going to tell you guys about this, but the news came a little bit faster.
I will join for this.
Caitlin is starting a new old job. She's getting back into something that's going to be much, much better for her. I'd rather get $100 than be stubborn about this one. You're not as stubborn as I am.
He's a very stubborn bastard, you guys.
What this means,
Stream's gonna change a little.
We're going to have a little bit of a change. So instead of Mondays being our long day, once Caitlin starts the new job, it's actually going to be Fridays that are going to be the long day. It's going to be a Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday schedule. And also there is going to be very heavy potential that Caitlin is going to be working while I'm streaming. So the other thing that this means is we're probably going to get a lot more longer streams.
More derp!
We're going to get a lot more opportunities to hang for longer periods of time. I will obviously, every time I go to let the stream schedule know, or to let you guys know the schedule, to let you guys know the stream announcement. And also when we go to end stream, I'll also let you guys know, hey, tomorrow's going to be a day where we're going to be doing a little bit of a longer stream because we have the opportunity. I know, look at how pretty she is.
Thank you. I'm also going to have a lot more of a steady schedule. Like I'll get my actual time placements a lot earlier than I have been lately. So Sean can actually probably let you guys know what the longer streams are going to be when he does the stream schedule for the week.
Exactly.
Every like Saturday or whenever.
So
it's going to be some good stuff.
We have, I hope you guys are ready because you're going to be getting a lot more derp in the very near future. Also, I'll do a full announcement of it. But after we finish Lost in Vivo, we're kind of making a change. Because I love spoopy games, but also I hate feeling pigeonholed and having one day that's dedicated to just spoopy things, my brain doesn't like it. So I will let you guys know. Probably on Friday when I go to make the stream announcement. I'll let you guys know what the new day is going to be. It means that we also now aren't just simply like it has to be Saturday for spoopy games. It means that, since, there are indie games that are spoopy, there are RPGs that are spooky. It's a game called Lost in Vivo. I'm really excited. It looks fucking awesome. But yeah, it means that we don't just have to have one day where we do spoopy things. We can kind of throw it around a little bit more and mix it up a little bit more. It's I will type it in chat for you, my man, because it's bam. It is that game right there, VIVO. But yeah, we have some very exciting changes, and I truly cannot wait for you guys. God damn it! I should have known. I should have fucking known. Get out of here, you stupid fucking Dogecoin ass bot.
God damn, he's aggressive, you guys. We gotta get some pizza in him.
Oh, you're playing Sledge Life too? Oh, now see, I really do need to... I need to pick it up. Wait. Is it... It is indie. Yeah, no, it's indie. It also has some PS2 era style graphics. There is a dog. I will warn you guys. There is potential that the dog dies.
He really isn't.
To be doing everything. Sean, you're not you when you're hungry.
You know what, though? I'm really not me when I'm hungry.
I know. I
turn into a monster.
Especially considering the size of us.
Bitches.
I don't understand.
Yee.
And now we have been released. I don't understand why we don't get more of them, but I'm glad. But yeah, I'll give you guys the full details a little bit later this week, but we have very exciting changes happening potentially the week after Caitlin's mom.
Actually, yeah. No, you can absolutely start that schedule that week because I'm turning in my notice for the 5th, so I start the 6th.
Okay. Let's go. Yeah, but it'll be like starting within the next like 2-ish weeks. We'll have that new schedule, and I genuinely can't wait. It's going to be awesome, and also it is very nice that Caitlin is much more importantly going to be in a much better situation. It seems very laggy for you. You got the banned message for the bot, but like a whole minute before you reacted to it, you were all good, Ruby. You were all good. But we're going to end this one here. As always, we are going to be serenaded by the man himself, Halo Bear, on our way out. Do yourself a favor if you have not already. Go check out Victor's music. The man makes some amazing stuff. The album's been delayed a little bit longer because his mixer just moved, and it's going to take a month to get things back up and running. So his new album's going to take a little bit longer, but it's going to be worth the wait. And as always, thank you guys so very much for coming and hanging out. We will be back tomorrow while you hugging my dumpy, Jimmy. It's been 16 times. We will be back tomorrow for some more cassette pieces, which is going to be fucking awesome to dive into further with you guys. And until then, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday.
Have a wonderful start to your Wednesday.
And I can't wait to see you all tomorrow afternoon.
Bye.
Love you guys.
In the arms of the derp, fly away to the derp stream. From this dark, cold retail store, seriously, screw retail, and the endless derp you feel, you are pulled from the derp of your silent, eternal derp. You're in the arms of the derp. May you find comfort in this stream. Welcome to Sergeant Herp Derp Stream.